John Thompson, there's one table that Liverpool fans really care about at the moment, but Managing Director Ian Ayre is keen to get back into this Deloitte table, top 10, isn't he, for football finance?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not an insignificant table. Obviously, as you say, everybody's focused at Anfield on getting Liverpool right back to the summit of the Premier League if they can possibly do it. Certainly back into the top 4 this season, which would obviously qualify them for Champions League football. But I was asking Ian Ayre about this, and he said, no, it is important because Liverpool have dropped out of that Deloitte ranking. They're now 12th in it. So it's really a sort of performance indicator, it's a sort of health check indicator, if you like, and Liverpool are well aware that, you know, a club like Liverpool, as far as they're concerned, don't belong that far down that table. They have to aspire to being better than that ranking, and they're determined that it will be, if you like, a byproduct of all the hard work that's going on, both on the field and off the field, that they'll rise back up it.
Now, you mentioned Champions League there. That is absolutely central, isn't it, to making money out of football now?
It is, really. I mean, you know, Champions League football does so much for football clubs in so many ways, doesn't it? But, you know, it's not insignificant that it can be worth between £30 million and £50 million a year if you go all the way in it. And then, you know, there's the other benefits. There's the esteem it brings. There's the interest from top-line players who'll want to join your club more readily, perhaps, if you're at the top of the heap there. So, you know, it's hard to quantify, but you can quantify it in raw terms, and it's worth an awful lot of money. And if Liverpool do get back into the Champions League, then that will see their revenues increasing. And with increased revenues, they will rise back into that Deloitte top 10. But they've got to do it.
And many Liverpool fans would rather they did it like that than go down the sugar daddy route like people like Manchester City and Chelsea have done.
Yes, I think that's fair to say in so many ways, because, you know, sugar daddies, I mean, everybody wants them and everybody wants the money that they bring, and don't get me wrong, there's plenty of Liverpool fans who would love to see more wealth and investment come into the club, because it means you really can fight at the very top then against your Chelseas and your Manchester Cities. But I think, you know, Liverpool's core culture is very important to the football club, and I don't think anyone would want to see that changed or ruined or redirected by someone who came in and started doing things that were frankly anathema to the football club in terms of its culture. So, you know, I think Liverpool hope that their culture, their reputation, the way they're improving on the pitch and off the pitch will attract further investment. And, you know, there's plenty of belief that there's investment coming from Henry and Werner and everybody at FSG. If they've got the right people in place and they're going in the right direction, then they're going to back the club.
And what Ian Ayre knows as well, he is an international businessman before he was the Liverpool MD, of course, as well, is that Liverpool is a huge international brand. They don't have to establish themselves, do they? They're already there in Asia, in the Middle East.
No, that's absolutely right, John. I mean, Ian was making the point to me that really, my words, not his, but he was suggesting it's quite remarkable, certainly significant, that Liverpool are in 12th position, given that they haven't had any Champions League football. If it were not for Liverpool Football Club's reputation around the world and all its history and the interest in it on every continent, then Liverpool would be much further down these rankings. But Liverpool stands alone, even without Champions League football, as a very significant football club on the world stage. But with Champions League football, with a new stadium to come, with all the increased revenues and everything else that flows from success and hard work, then you can expect them to rise right back up there.